Hello, beautiful seekers. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Clarity 1129, and I have a pick a card reading for you. It is a love reading, and today's topic is, where is this connection headed? What is the future of your connection? All right. So I am planning to do a detailed Celtic Cross reading, and I'll tell you as we move ahead. All right. So make sure that you try and follow your intuition when you're picking a pile. I will be introducing you to the piles in a second, and after I do that, I tell you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in, and then breathe out and open your eyes as you're doing so, and whichever pile calls to you instantly, that's your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and it's okay for you to see one or all three, but don't force fit anything. If it doesn't resonate, you'll come to know right in the beginning of the reading. You know, the first card I open will be the card that describes your relationship, and a card which crosses it as to what is it that's challenging your relationship at this time. All right, so if that itself doesn't resonate with you, chances are that reading is not for you. Choose another pile. So it's very important that you use your discernment. If you have actually stumbled upon this pile because it is a timeless reading, you meant to do it, there would be some message in it for you. So use your intuition while choosing a pile. Sometimes the whole reading might resonate, sometimes just a few things might resonate. So just be comfortable with whatever you get here. There's nothing I'm telling you that you don't already know deep down within. It's just that I'm trying to bring it out to give you more clarity. All right. I'll also be in the beginning of the reading, I will be taking out a few initials as well as zodiac signs. It is just that is an actual fun factor of the reading, in the sense that if your zodiac sign or their zodiac sign actually comes in, or your or their initial comes in, it's an additional confirmation. But if it is not here, does not mean that the reading is not for you. All right, this is the main thing. That is just just for a few of you, for that extra confirmation. That's all. All right. So having got that out of the way, let me introduce you to the piles. We have pile number 1. This is the original Rider-Waite and the Red Jasper crystal. Pile number 2 is the Star Spinner Tarot, or this beautiful Citrine crystal. And pile number 3 is the Light Seer's Tarot, or the beautiful clear quartz crystal. Now these crystals also I have chosen which will be added into your reading. All right, I've not just randomly picked them up. I mean, I actually meditated and taken your crystals after that. All right, so close your eyes, take a deep breath, exhale, open your eyes, and whichever pile you're called to, that is your pile. All right, so let's begin with pile number 1. I'll move out the others. There you go. So pile number 1, those of you who've chosen the original Rider-Waite or this beautiful Red Jasper crystal. All right, so I have meditated, as I said in the introduction, before I've taken this crystal. All right, and this talks about your basic insecurities. So what I feel, even before we've shuffled and taken out the cards, is that whatever is happening in this connection has got to do with either their or your insecurities. Maybe something got to do with your traumas from before, past relationships, or from your childhood. There's something which is triggering this challenge. Rest we'll see as we take the cards. Now before we actually begin the main reading, I'm going to take out a few initials as well as your zodiac signs. And I hope this is not going to be very loud for you. And I'm just doing this for the fun of it. And why I'm doing it in the beginning is because I forget at the end usually. So I think we've got enough. Maybe a few more. Ouch. I've dropped one already. Just give me a moment. There you go. And I'll take out a few zodiac signs. See, I'm going to take... See, no matter what zodiac sign you get, just remember that it's always going to figure somewhere in your chart, alright? So chances are either in your chart or their chart, it will be there. Well, we got Leo out there from the beginning. Alright, so we've got charms as well. Let's take a look here. We've got 2 T's, we've got a D, we've got an N, an I, an S, a P, an A, another A. So you've got 2 A's and 2 T's, so they could have a repeating number, letters in their name. Then the signs that you have are Sagittarius, Libra, Capricorn, Leo, and Gemini. Alright, and your connection is protected. You've got 2 of these protection Hamsa hands as well as the angel. Okay, owls may be significant to you. You both have a tendency to goof around in your there's a lot of liveliness in your reading. Right now your relationship is undergoing a transformation. And maybe you're wearing a mask. Now this again goes hand in hand with that what I said, your insecurities triggering this relationship. Some of you may even be in a state of separation at this time with this axe here. Alright, but there is a lot of beauty in your relationship. It's a very when your connection was in the best place, it was a very light-hearted connection. It brought you a lot of joy. All right, you are dealing with heavy energies maybe now, but when it started off, that was not the case. All right, now this is just one portion of the reading. You decide whether this reading is for you or not after I've begun your reading, where I've talking about your relationship as well as its challenges. All right. So we'll keep this out of the way here. And these are your advice cards. We'll look at it at the end of the reading. So I'm going to put it inside this. All right. Pile number 1. Where is your connection with your person headed? Wow, this is the central card. This is for your connection. Now the challenge. Okay. Now this is where the change is going to be. I'm going to take 3 cards for each of you here. All right, because in your past, your future, your subconscious and your conscious, I'll take 3 cards. 1 as to what your person feels, 1 what you feel, and 1 for the relationship. All right, so we'll start off with the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Fool, the Moon, 5 of Wands, Justice. And I shall move this candle a little ahead so that we take out these 4 cards here, which I'll open at the end, so that we don't get distracted with too many cards here. All right, there you go. Look at that. Bottom of the deck energy is the Lovers. Well, I'm not surprised, because the very first card, pile number 1, was the Ace of Cups. So we begin your reading knowing that this is a very, look at that, just below, beneath this we have the Queen of Cups. All right, there's a lot of love, which is not one-sided, which both of you have in this connection. Your connection started on a very beautiful note. But this is beautiful. It was almost as a blessing from the gods that you came into each other's life. And there was a lot of love between the two of you. With this Lovers card as the overarching energy here, it just says that this is a divine connection. All right, I'm not going with the labels here, but it could be whatever you resonate with, but it is a divine connection. It's a very powerful connection. And that is why chances are that you've come here to this reading, because you may have, if you're with this 10 of Swords here, I feel you're in separation. I've also said that with this Axe, which we got here, that there is some sort of a separation. You may or may not be in contact with one another. And that is why you've come here, because despite the fact that maybe you've tried your best to move on in your life, you still get drawn back into this connection. You have thoughts of this person and you just want to get out of it. You know, you are possibly at that stage in which you're saying that either let this connection happen or let it go completely. Don't keep me stuck. And that is why you've come here for your reading. Now, what is challenging your connection? And you get the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny. All right. Life got in the way of your beautiful connection, and that is the way it is usually with divine connections. Now, more than ever, I feel for those of you who resonate with the term, this is a twin flame connection or a high order soulmate, connection. All right, and it's just so happened it may have been the right person at the wrong time, that you both came together. There was a lot of love, but somehow, it could be external factors. Maybe when you came together, you both were very young. You weren't very sure of yourself. Maybe you were from different cultural backgrounds. It could be a million reasons. But what it suggests is life got in the way. The love was mutual. The love was beautiful. And it's extremely strong, all right? But things didn't work out because life got in the way. Now, what this is, again, for zodiac signs, further confirmation apart from what I've given you, are the 4 fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, all right? Here, so now let's take a look at the past. In the immediate past, I feel after this beautiful, you've come together and you've actually shown each other your love, and you've known that this is so powerful. It was so beautiful while it lasted. And then something happened, and it's possible that your person just came and this Knight of Swords energy is someone who comes rushing with the truth. They can be rash, and they can not worry about your feeling. They just have to say it what it is. So maybe they just came and they said, this is not going to work. And this could be a trigger because of their insecurities. Maybe they didn't feel worthy enough of you, all right? And so they just come and put an end to the connection without giving you a proper explanation. They must have just said something in an extremely curt manner, with giving you no time to react or even get your thoughts together, all right? And they've just said their bit and they've closed their connection from their side, all right? And you've been also on the defensive when they've come and said this, though it's taken you by surprise, and you're really shocked because you had something beautiful. You have not shown them your vulnerability. In fact, you've just stood there and say, yeah, I think that's, if it has to be that way, that's cool. And you also played it cool because you have actually held your feelings possibly on the inside, but both of you have triggered each other in some way, all right? Now, for your relationship, and you get the 6 of Swords. Now, 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands talks about victory, but in this case, it's talking about your ego. So something has triggered the two of you. Possibly it started with triggering your person, and because they spoke to you in whichever way they did, and you were caught off guard. All right, look at this person here. He's wearing a different footwear because he's just got off guard suddenly when this thing came. So all your defenses go up. All right, because you're getting attacked by someone who you're ready to, possibly spend the rest of your life with. So the first thing about defense is that you come into your ego, because your ego is there to protect yourself. So you've played it cool. You've possibly just said, fine, that's cool. We'll just move on. And you've not talked about it, suppressing all those emotions deep down inside. All right. Because you felt that they are not for it. And you've been questioning. I mean, we had something so beautiful. What happened all of a sudden, out of the blue, without a proper explanation? What happened? All right. Now, in your subconscious, in their subconscious, you get the 9 of Cups. You are their wish fulfillment. They know it. So there's something, and we don't know what that was. Something has triggered them, either your connection, and that's how divine connections are. This security, insecurities may have played up. Maybe they thought, maybe you have it all going for you while they have not got their act together. Maybe you're very beautiful and they have a problem with their physical appearance, and they feel that you're not a match, and that people will feel it's odd because they're not good enough. Or it could be that they may see you as economically sound and being very comfortable, and possibly them not being able to provide what you're used to, things like that. So the reasons can be so many. So they had to do that, to save face at that time, because they did not want to let you see their vulnerable side. And you couldn't tell them how devastated you were by this news that you've got. And you just played it. If you were feeling 2000%, you were just showing 2% that, all right, it's sad that didn't work out, but that's okay. So you both come into your ego at this time. But deep down inside, you are their wish fulfillment. There is no doubt about that. They have no doubt about that. Okay, they know that you are the one for them. For you, you get the 2 of Wands. On one hand, you want to move on. On the other hand, you're stuck. You can't think beyond this person. This person means the world to you. And you pretend that you're moving on, but some portion of you is still waiting for them. All right. And that is why you've come here to the reading, to see what is going to happen. But what you both want, unanimously, what this relationship wants, is for you to actually move to calmer waters. So whatever has transpired here, however you've played it, it has not been pleasant. All right. Now, outwardly, they are working on their coin. They're trying to make a solid offer, but they are never ready enough. All right. And they want to bring a solid offer to you, but they are so slow that this has actually caused heartbreak for you. Because the last time you spoke, they have actually not been polite. They have said something to hurt you. And now they're not even following it up with an apology or some sort of something. There's possibly no communication as well. And you, on the face of it, the people around you feel you've gotten over it, but you are stuck. Somewhere you are stuck. And both of you actually, like here, you want to move to calmer waters. You want to just go away from this energy. Maybe the chances are that you're saying, let us part ways, move ahead in our life, but at least let these energies be gone. Let us at least part as friends, not in the way we did. All right. And both of you consciously also want a new beginning together. All right. Either together or apart, but you still want to be friends. You don't want this negative energies surrounding you anymore, because you've been in this place which has not been pleasant. You both have been hurting. All right. And you both want a new beginning. For your immediate future, this person is still in a lot of confusion. They're trying to follow the intuition, but they just don't know how to move forward. They are in this Knight of Pentacles energy, working on their coin, and that they find that easy. When they have something practical to work on, it at least lets them move from one day to another. But they have no idea now how you feel. They don't know what's their future. They don't know what to offer you. They just in this complete, there is a lot of fear, which again, with this tone here, I said, something about you triggers them. They feel they're not good enough. Perhaps you feel the same way too, but you're ready to work with it. But their egos possibly not permitting it, or there's a lot of fear here. Maybe they have experienced trauma before this, all right? So they are in working between their fear and their confusion and their inadequacies, and you fight. Your head and your heart are at war, pile number one. Your head is telling you to move ahead. With this Two of Wands energy, it's there in your subconscious to move ahead. Enough is enough. If it had to come, it would have. And your heart is saying, just wait a bit. I'm sure this person's coming back. You felt that love. You knew that they felt it too. Stay on, stay on. So you are stuck here, all right? But again, what both of you are going to have in the near future is justice. So it is a destined connection, as I said, with this Wheel of Fortune. So something, maybe it's going to be a serendipitous thing that you just meet, you know, you have a chance encounter, something, but in times to come, justice will be served, all right? And things will play out in a better way in this connection. If you do absolutely nothing right now, what are you doing? You're playing mind games with yourself as well as the other person. So maybe you're in, you're in this energy. They are the ones who spoke to you this way. They should come with an apology. And they feel that if, this person played so cool when I told them that it's over, maybe they were not invested in the first place. If they're really missing me, they can, come together. So you're in this energy. You're feeling exactly the same thing. You are mirroring each other, which again tells me that this could be a twin flame connection, because you both are triggering each other and you both are mirroring each other now, all right? So each of you is waiting for the other person to come forward. For external factors, you have the Page of Swords. This is a spy card. So maybe the two of you, are actually checking each other out in social media and possibly seeing that the other person's having a nice time. Or you may be finding out through their friends, or maybe you have even common friends. You're trying to find out about one another, but you're waiting for the other person to show that they care and that they're missing you, all right? From your side, you feel that they are the ones who put an end to it and they are the ones who should come, which is fine, which is quite fair. But they feel that, you played it so cool that if you actually missed them, you would have possibly, send them a feeler. So both of you are not moving anywhere. It's in a very stagnant energy. For hopes and fears, look at that. This confirms it with the Four of Cups. Neither of you are moving away from one another completely and taking, maybe there are other people in your life. You can go into other relationships. You're not interested in that either. And you're not trying to, come out of this energy. You're staying in the stagnant energy wherein you're waiting for the other person to come forward first. And at the same time, you're not taking any new, looking out for other relationships or moving away from this person. So both of you are feeling extremely stuck at this time, and you both want exactly the same thing. You want a new beginning, you want to come back together, but no one's doing anything about it. For your final outcome, you get the Three of Pentacles, which is you both want to build together. You both want to make it work. I really don't know what it is that has come in your way, but you both are feeling exactly the same. And in the future, there is a possibility that you will come together again. And how soon it will be will depend on who, if you decide to keep playing it this way for the other person to come, or if you actually take action. Now for you, you will feel if they've shut the connection and they are not coming forward with an apology, you might feel that if you go, they're going to say, suddenly come back into the thing and you say that I told you it's over. From their side, they feel that, you perhaps didn't even shed a tear and you said, okay, and that's fine. And so they feel that you were it was going to happen anyway. And if you really miss them, you would be saying something. So since you both are in this energy, till something, but with this justice card here for the immediate future, you will again come together serendipitously. And this time, if you keep your egos aside and actually have that wonderful conversation which needed to happen by now, that's when you will decide to come together. And it's very important for you to keep your egos aside, all right, and speak to each other with kindness, because you've both gone through a lot. You both are very invested in this connection and you both want a new beginning, but don't let your egos come in the way. Now for advice, let's see, you get balance, spirituality and practicality. All right, so you have to know that you may want to come together, but there may be practical issues that you have to look at. And maybe this person was really conscious of that, and instead of discussing it with you, they just withdrew. All right, so you need to sit and work it all out and know that this is a spiritual connection. You're meant to be in this. That's why you're called to come to this reading. You've not been able to forget one another because it is a spiritual connection. But just saying that it's a spiritual connection is not enough to ground it in this 3D reality. You need to actually take practical steps, how to move your connection forward, how to speak to the people around you, how to get their support, how to come on the same page so that you can actually make this happen. All right. With the white witch, you get be the light. Now this is for you, pile number 1, more than your person. Your person is actually triggered by you more than you being triggered by them, in the sense that you have actually triggered their self-worth issues, which is why they have reacted in the way they have, and in turn triggered your self-worth issue. But actually you are someone who is in a higher vibration than they are, and so you're being asked to be kind when the serendipitous moments, sorry about the pronunciation, sometimes when I get carried away I don't even know what I'm saying. So when I hear the reading later on, then I know I've goofed up big time in different places. I've sometimes even used wrong words. But coming back into your reading, when you actually, when fate's, the wheel of fortune turns again and you come into each other's life again, maybe this person again may get triggered. And it is for you, whoever's come to this reading, because chances are you are more spiritual than they are. And it is for you to be kind and allow them to say whatever they have to say, and do speak your truth. Don't hide your truth, because no relationship can work on, falsehood. So you say your truth and tell them, but don't be afraid to show your vulnerable side. When you show your vulnerable side, they will be able to show theirs as well. All right. And last but not the least, co-create with spirit, which is very beautiful and which is the only truth, that yours is a divine connection. Destiny has taken you apart. Destiny will bring you together. But this will only happen when you both work on your individual insecurities. All right. Whatever it is that you're questioning your self-worth, you really need to work on your self-worth and your self-esteem, and whatever it is in your past which is keeping you back. Once you start healing yourself and living your best life, the universe is going to bring this person back into your life. But don't wait for them, because in spiritual connections what happens is you tend to lose yourself in one another, and that causes problems later on. So you got to be your independent self, your happy selves, and you don't wait for the other person to bring you happiness. You give yourself that happiness, live your best life, and you will meet. Spirit will bring you back together. All right, this justice will happen, but you need to work on yourself first. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this resonated, and I hope this serendipitous moment happens sooner than later. But you need to work on yourself, all right? And you need to be kind to one another when you meet one another, and not get triggered, because that's very likely possible. And you need to actually work it down in baby steps, take practical steps so that you can actually ground your connection, all right? But it is a very strong connection with a lot of potential here. So don't give up on it if that's what you want. And at the same time, if you feel it's too painful and nothing's happening and you're called to go into another relation, by all means do it. It's not that it's not going to come back if you do move into another relationship. Maybe you have other lessons to learn. You never know, but you have to come to that place wherein you are happy on your own and living a complete life. When you do that, chances are they will do the same, and this is what is going to get you both together. All right? So with that, we come to the end of your reading. Wishing you all the best, and I hope things work out for you really soon. All right? Bye-bye. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Those of you who've chosen this beautiful citrine crystal or the Star Spinner Tarot, here is your reading. Now, before we start the reading, as I said, we'll do your letters as well as zodiac signs and charms. So, this may be a little loud. I tried to make it as less as possible. These can have your initials, their initials. If it's there, it's good. If it's not there, it doesn't matter. You decide this reading is for you only after you see the beginning of the reading where I talk about your relationship and its challenge. If that resonates with you, stick with the reading. If that does not resonate with you, choose another pile or another reading altogether. All right? But initials and zodiacs should not be your basis of watching this reading. Why am I doing this before instead of after is I usually get so carried away in the reading, I forget about this at the end. All right, so that's why we're doing it in the beginning. So those are the initials, and let's get some charms and zodiac signs. I'm actually concentrating on the zodiacs more than the charms really at this point. Where have they all disappeared? I can't feel any of them. There. So you've got more charms than you've got zodiac signs, really. But I'll read from that as well. Okay, let's just take a look here first. The letters you have are CARDAEEOIS. All right. So your or your person's initials could start with any of these letters. Now the zodiac signs, I think I have only Libra here as well as Capricorn. All right. It could also be a water sign, I feel, with this shell here. Maybe there have been secrets in your connection. With this horse spirit here, either you or them are very extremely independent. All right, this reminds me of freedom. Your freedom is extremely important to you. This is a snowflake, so it could be that, you know, you've met in the winter months, or the winter months are significant to you and your connection. With the sun here, you bring each other a lot of happiness. Having said that, this also reminds me of the citrine crystal, because this is all about the solar plexus chakra. So maybe for one, you may be fire signs, or in particularly Leo, or you have strong placements in your charts, either you or your person. You bring each other a lot of happiness, but there could also be a lot of ego involved here in this connection. And maybe one or two of you have some confidence issues. We'll take a look at that. Your relationship is undergoing transformation of some kind, either you, them, or the relationship itself. With this elephant here, I feel you will be able to go through any tide past any obstacle that you're facing currently. This gives me Lord Ganesha's vibes to this beautiful charm here. This is not exactly an infinite symbol, but I feel, you know, it again gives me very Leo vibes with the strength card and the infinity sign, though this is not really the infinity symbol, but I take it as that. Again, there could be a lot of light-hearted fun in your connection. The two of you may be, you know, may enjoy staying in nature. And again, with this here as well as this, it gives me a lot of Scorpio vibes again and a lot of transformation vibes. All right. For some of you, there may be children involved in your relationship. And maybe you've been married to this person before, or maybe this connection is going to progress into a marriage or an engagement at best. All right. And you both... but with the safety pin here, you both are great together as a team, but chances are again that, you know, you may tend to have a codependent relationship, but we'll see as we move along. Now, these are your advice cards, and I look at it at the end of your reading. I'll keep it here. So we're using the Star Spinner Tarot, and we're going to do a detailed Celtic Cross. So, pile number 2, where is your connection headed? What is the future of your connection? Are you having communication issues with this person? I wonder. My throat was absolutely fine in the first reading, and suddenly I have a lot of block while speaking to you. You may want to listen to some throat chakra meditation videos which are available for free on YouTube. In fact, even those, you know, small ones, if you don't have the time to sit for hours, there are these 21-minute chakra healing music, you know. You can just listen to it when you're if you've got some time, and they really calm you down. All right, pile number 2, where is your connection headed? Right now, the energy that your relationship is in the Page of Coins. All right, you're trying to ground your energy. You both are working on your point, perhaps, or you want to offer one another something. The Challenge, and you get the Lovers. Wow. Let's see. Let me put down your other cards. As I was telling, pile number 1. Now we're going to take out cards. Usually take out one card here for your immediate past, one for the future, one for your subconscious and conscious, and then 4 other cards, right? In this case, I'm going to take 3 cards everywhere. One, what your person feels, what your energy is, and your connection energy. And I'm going to do that for all 4, all right? I'll explain as we move. So in the past, your person has the Fool. You get the 7 of Swords, and the connection gets the King of Swords. All right. In your subconscious, your person gets the King of Cups. For you, it's the Page of Chalices. And for the relationship, it's the 3 of Cups. Your person gets the 8 of Wands here, what they want outwardly. You get the 5 of Cups, and the relationship gets the Emperor. For immediate future, they get the Knight of Swords. You get the Knight of Wands, and for your relationship, you get the 5 of Wands. Okay. This is, if you carry on this way without moving things, where are you headed? external factors, your hopes and fears, and final outcome we'll look at the end. Bottom of the deck energy is the Five of Swords. Okay. I'm just wondering, looking at the 3 5s you've got here and 1 7 of Swords, how did something as beautiful as this end up with so much? Your relationship, there was a time wherein you really wanted to ground this connection, both of you. All right? I think you must have met each other when you were really young, and it was this innocent kind of love wherein you really wanted to do something for the other person. All right? And you were just starting out in your respective lives, but it was something so beautiful. And with this Lovers card here, it was something really, really wonderful that you had going between you. All right? But in this case, you get Lovers as your challenge. So either you or them actually had a choice to make. Maybe there were 2 people in your life or their life, and maybe one or the other person, whoever had this choice, took a little longer to prioritize the other person. And that is how things started deteriorating in your connection. All right? In the past, your person came into this relationship with no strings attached. They liked you. They wanted to have fun with you. They came with very light-hearted energy of the Fool. All right? They didn't plan anything. They weren't looking for anything serious. They just played along and they were happy. You get the 7 of Swords. You were possibly wearing a mask. Maybe you were more invested in it, but because they were in this happy-go-lucky energy, you pretended to be in the same energy as that. So neither of you took this seriously, though both of you were invested in it. And since you were very young, it wasn't a very, you really hadn't thought about so many things practically, but you liked to do things for one another. And though you were invested in it, you were the one who was wearing a mask. They actually came with no expectations in this relationship. They liked you. They used to have fun with you. So that's how it was. But since you were wearing a mask here and not speaking your feelings either, what has happened in the past is, since you both were so casual, no one did any talking, that you both came into this energy. For your relationship, you get the King of Swords. And though the King of Swords is someone who looks at the larger picture and they know the complete truth before they make a move or say anything, they also come across as very cold, because they follow facts more than following their heart. And in this case, that's what happened. You felt a lot more than you showed. And they were generally happy with having you around, but they were playing it by how you reacted. And since you were also in this, casual energy, because you didn't want to get hurt, you didn't want to show how vulnerable you are. And so finally, you just parted ways, and there's been this cold, both of you were kind of stoic, and you said, okay, we've come for it. Your relationship wasn't moving. Maybe you've even friend-zoned one another. Something which had so much of potential, you had friend-zoned one another, and one of you had a choice to make, and possibly they had a choice to make. All right? And so when they came into this connection, they enjoyed your company and everything, but they were okay because they had someone else to choose from as well. And you didn't want to get hurt, so you did what they were doing. But you did actually feel very deeply for them. But since both of you were not moving forward, it's possible that this person chose the other person over you. And you just ended up being, cold or just cordial and moved into a friend zone kind of thing. But after this person has actually moved with someone else in their subconscious, now they have the King of Cups. They find that they were so invested in this connection. You meant so much to them, and you still do. And they have this whole amount of love for you, which of course they will not show, because though they are not cold as the King of Swords, the King of Cups never shows their emotions. They are emotionally mature, they know the depth of their emotion, but they do not show it. And you You actually want either them to apologize, or you want to apologize because you realize that you also never told them how you felt, and then you pretended that that relationship was as casual as it could be. All right. And so you want to have that wonderful, lovely, you feel that innocent love for them. That's how your love started, and that's the energy you still are in. Whatever, either you've been, you have had a background, or someone close to you who's been through a trauma in the relationship and who's been hurt, and because of that you have possibly worn this mask so that you don't get hurt like that. And now deep down inside, even you regret it. You wish that they could see how much they meant to you. You never told them that, and you want to actually meet them and tell them that. And they had moved on with someone else, but now they realize that there is so much they feel for you. Now for your and this is the beautiful part, is subconsciously what the relationship really is headed. You both want a reunion. All right, you want to come together again, and this is the energy that both of you have within you and suppressing it. From their side, they want to communicate with you. They want to actually come and either meet you, come forward and meet you and tell you everything, or write to you at least. All right. And you are just in pain. You're in a lot of pain. You're not thinking beyond what went wrong. You're in this energy. You've not healed yet. All right. And for your relationship, you get the Emperor. Now with the Lovers card here and the Emperor here, again, I feel that this is a divine connection. All right. It may or may not be twin flame, but it is a divine connection. But I feel that though they want to communicate to you, and they realize the depth of their emotion, and you realize that you've been wearing a mask and not really said anything, and deep down both of you want a reunion, this person may want to communicate, and you're in the sorrow. But at the end of it, what the relationship, you both somehow are in this Emperor energy. The Emperor energy is, you want it your way kind of thing. And it's also, he's also someone who doesn't really come across as very warm. So though you both want to take this forward, see, you got the Five of Swords energy here. All right, you both are still playing mind games with one another. And I feel it's more from your side, pile number 2. Your person realizes perhaps their mistake, that they have chosen someone else because you played it whichever way you did. But they still want to come forward to you because they realize how much they love you, and they realize that they have jumped the gun, and they should have actually spoken to you and just got it off their chest, which they didn't do. And though they wish to communicate with you, somehow you both are still playing mind games. It's not happening. Though there's great potential for stability here. For the immediate future, they will finally come forward, and they will speak their truth to you. But again, they get the Knight of Swords and you get the Knight of Wands. And out of all the knights here, these two are the most rash and immature knights as it comes forward. The Knight of Cups is someone who's very romantic, and the Knight of Pentacles is the most solid one, but extremely slow. But the Knight of Swords just speaks his truth without realizing whether they are hurting the other person or not. They don't know the whole truth, but they think they do, and they just say whatever it is in their mind, and they have just the swift energy that comes and just, can say everything as terribly as they can possibly. And the Knight of Wands is someone who can be extremely charming, but again, they don't go the entire distance. And you are again, it's a variation of your Seven of Swords energy. So when this person comes to you, you will be all charming, but you are again apprehensive of going ahead and showing your vulnerability. Pile number 2, you need to work on this. And I have a feeling both of you with this citrine crystal here and with so much of Leo energy and the sun, you both need, especially you, pile number 2, not them so much actually. You need to work on your self-confidence and your self-worth. Maybe that's what's holding you back. You feel that you're going to be hurt by this person, so you're not showing your vulnerable side. You know, why is this person, I mean, you can't put someone on a pedestal so much that you don't live your authentic self. You don't let your authentic self be seen because you're so worried that if this person goes, you'd be sad. Why? You are responsible for your own happiness. And you are actually sabotaging a beautiful connection just because you're in this energy. You don't want to show your vulnerable side. And so what's going to happen when they are in this Knight of Swords energy and you are in this Knight of Wands energy, there are going to be a lot of arguments when you actually do come get a chance to speak to one another. Alright, so with this 5 of Swords here and this 5 of Wands here, unless you actually work on your self-confidence, work on yourself so that you're able to, you know, deal with them coming into a little, I feel you guys very, I mean, whoever's come for this reading, you're youngsters right now. You started off very young and you still not reached that level of maturity. You've not worked on yourself. This person is still confident, but they want cues from you and you're not giving them that. Let's move forward. Look at that. Both of you see the other person deep down inside as wish fulfillment. That was visible here. They are in this King of Cups energy and you are in the Page of Cups energy. See, you are the one who feels that you're not up to their level. Pile number 2. Those of you who've come for this reading. You have a lot of innocent love, a lot of pure love for this person, but you just don't feel good enough and so you feel that they'll reject you. You know, and so you're not showing your authentic self. And since they've moved away with someone else for whatever period of time, that's further made you believe that you are not good enough. But look at this. You are each other's wish fulfillment. Let's move ahead. For external, look at that. You get Temperance. For your external factors, you get Temperance. You need to come into balance, pile number 2. And I feel this is more for you than for them. Because they have actually been coming through pretty clean, except for this final confrontation that they're going to have with you when you meet each other, where they are the Knight of Swords. They've actually been in very mature energy. But you really need to heal. So your coming together and patching things up will depend on your healing. Now the Temperance card is a very slow, you know, it's all about patience. You need to take your own sweet time to work on yourself and to work on your self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence issues. Pile number 2. And when you do that, things will turn out fine, absolutely fine. There's no other external influence. It's all what's there within you, pile number 2. And I seriously say you because they seem to be pretty sorted. For your hopes and fears, you get the 3 of Wands. You both are waiting for each other. This person is ready to move forward, but they're just looking for a cue from you, that you give them a go ahead and they'll just come forward. But you are not really doing anything because you don't feel you're good enough, but you're still waiting for them because you can't think beyond them. And you have to do a lot of healing in this connection. For your final outcome is the beautiful Ace of Swords. There's going to be a beautiful new beginning for the two of you if you speak your truth, if you heal completely. And you will not be able to speak your truth unless you're healed. Because if you're not healed, again, you'll have your insecurities and that will make you wear a mask. You will not be able to tell your truth to this person unless you have worked on yourself. So pile number 2, You really, really need to take this seriously with this temperance card here, and with everything, in every portion, you are the one who's, and I'm not calling you out to point a finger at you. We've all been there. We've all had our times where we've doubted ourselves and our capabilities, and depending on how important the other person or the other thing is, right now you're doing a love reading, but there are so many of us who will actually not go and apply for a job because somewhere down the line we'll feel we are not good enough for it, even though we have the qualifications for it. Similarly, in our connection, so many times we sabotage it because we don't feel good enough. Even though the other person is showing that they are interested in us, we feel that it's not going to work out. Somewhere down the line they won't like us enough. That is how we feel about ourselves, and we are trying to project that onto them. So you need to really work on yourself, pile number 2. That is the only way forward. For your advice cards, you get you are good enough. Look at that. This is spirit telling you this, pile number 2. You are good enough. You need to know that. You need to understand that. You need to heal till this, someone doesn't have to tell you. You know from within that you are good enough. This is so beautiful. And you get conclusions are within reach. So you heal, and you'll find that this person comes, and you'll be able to actually have a beautiful conversation, and because you would have healed yourself, you will not be in this Knight of Wands energy, and that will stop them from being in this Knight of Swords energy. You get the Moon. Take a note of intuitive messages. So maybe you are getting intuitive hits. That's why you're in this Page of Chalices thing. You want to go and tell them how you feel, because you realize that you haven't ever told them that. You've not even led them on to believe that. You've just been casual, and you've been hiding such depth of emotion. Now they've come to this realization that they have so much emotion for you, and they're ready to come and tell you that. They want to move this forward. But you need to heal, otherwise you're going to push them away. Look at that. This is so beautiful. I love it when, everything comes out so beautifully. Citrine crystal, the sun, so much of this energy to be brave. Be fearless and bold, Badger spirit. Again, the number 4 could be significant. You have the Emperor here, you have the number 4 here. All right. So pile number 2, that's all I have for you. Please work on yourself. You are beautiful. You are beautiful the way you are in every single way. There is nothing that you lack. Change your mindset, and you'll find that everything works out so beautifully for you. And I know it's not going to be easy, and I know it's not going to be quick in the way that you want it to be. But the day your healing's done, or even if you start this process and come out where you actually start seeing yourself and not talking down to yourself, you will find this relationship is going to shift, and it's going to be beautiful. They leave everything to come for you because they know that you are the one for them. But they need, some encouragement from your side as well. All right? So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I wish you all the best, and I hope your healing is already underway, and that you actually are able to recognize how special and how beautiful you are. All right? And when things do work out for you, I'd love to hear from you. All right? So that's all I have for you. Take care of yourself and keep the good work going. Find out how wonderful, wonderful you are. You need to do it. All right? Bye-bye. Pile number 3. Those of you who've chosen the Light Seers Tarot or this beautiful clear quartz crystal, this is your reading. And before we go into your reading, as I mentioned in the introduction, we will first take out a few initials, which by no means tell you that, this is not your reading. If these initials resonate with you, it is definitely your reading. If it doesn't, it still could be your reading. So wait for the first part of it to be over, where I talk about your relationship and its challenges. If that doesn't resonate, choose another pile. Otherwise, even if the zodiac signs are not here, or the initials don't, are not yours or your person's, it doesn't matter. This is just an added confirmation for those who need it. That's all. All right. Yeah. Last time I hardly got any zodiac sign for pile number 2, though I did get for... Do I have any? I'm not taking so many. I know I'm looking at these because I want to take more zodiac signs than the charms, and I don't seem to be getting any. Okay, let's see. You get O, F, E, T, S, another S, I, A, W, A, and G. Now these are the initials. It could be yours or theirs. They don't go by it because there's so many vowels really. So anyway. Wow, this is, look at that. You get this crystal here, and the crystal you've chosen here is the clear quartz. A lot of things need to be clear here. Maybe you've not spoken to each other. There are a lot of secrets between the two of you. That needs to change. You get Scorpio, you get Virgo, and you get Taurus. Oh, there's one more here. And Aries. These are your zodiac signs. The others I'll tell you as and when we do the reading. Again, you could have more water, Cancer and Pisces as well with this shell here. Or again, there are a lot of secrets between the two of you, and you need clarity on this. Alright, with this fossil here. So it could be a connection that's been carrying on for many years. This connection's again transforming. This I've got for all 3 piles. You have the blessings of Lord Ganesha, and you'll be able to move past your obstacles with this elephant here. Again, you get a fish. So the strong water energy here, earth energy here, and for fire, and you get Aries. Again, this could be a no contact situation with this axe, but there is hope in your connection with this star here, and with this moon and star again. It could be a connection which is inter-religious, maybe. That's your obstacle. But this relationship is going to be extremely abundant, alright? And it's teaching you a lot of things. You're going to get a lot wiser by the time with this Buddha here. Again, this I take this as the infinity symbol, though it's not the actual infinite symbol. But I feel this connection has been going on for many lifetimes, perhaps. Alright. Again, you get another shell. There's a lot of secrets. And a lot of clarity required in your connection. Alright. And with this key here again, I feel a lot of things need to be unlocked for this relationship to move forward. These are your advice cards, pile number 3, and I'll look at it at the end of the reading. I'm going to keep it here, and let's begin. So pile number 3, where is your connection headed? Sorry about that. Pile number 3, where is your connection headed? What is the future of your connection? Maybe some of you will get the answers to your questions regarding this person or your relationship in your dreams. With this here, this is, regarding your third eye. Maybe Spirit is trying to communicate to you, or this person, you meet on the astral plane. You may be getting a lot of dreams. Some of them may be coded, so you need to decipher them. But you need a lot of clarity to move ahead in this connection. And there's so many things that tell me that there are a lot of secrets or things which are hidden from both of you. Maybe Spirit wants it like that. They want you to work on your connection before things can be made clear to you so that you can come together. Let's see. You get the Six of Wands as the central card for your reading, for your relationship. And what's crossing it is the Six of Swords. Okay. In the past, your person was in the Seven of Swords energy. You were in the Three of Cups energy. And your connection, strength. Wow. Did you get an infinity here? Yes, you did. See? The Strength card. Let's see. For your subconscious, your person gets the Magician. You get the King of Cups. And your relationship gets the King of Wands. Wow. For what your person wants, Emperor. What you want, the Wheel of Fortune. And where the connection is headed. Wow, the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Immediate future, what your person sees, Queen of Wands. The Tower, that's your energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is where your connection is headed. And now we're going to keep these cards, which we'll look into later. What's going to happen if you carry on this way? Your external influences, hopes and fears, final outcome. Bottom of the deck energy. Wow, the beautiful Ace of Cups. I'm surprised to not see the Lovers or the Two of Cups. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. There's a lot of love in your connection. There's a lot of love. Okay. So to begin with, your connection was at a place wherein, you were so much in love and you wanted the world to know about you, all right? Very strong Leo in this reading. You have the King of Wands here, you have the Strength card here, you have the Six of Wands here, and what else did I say reminded me of Leo? Something else, yes, the infinity symbol here also reminded me of Leo, all right? Though here you get the Aries. Aries is the only card you've got here. I mean, the zodiac sign that you got here was Aries, and the rest was all water and earth. All right, but I get very strong Leo vibes, and also this thing that this is a very strong connection which has been going on for many lifetimes. Again, this Magician has an infinity symbol here. So to begin with, this relationship, when you came together, you were so much in love and you wanted the world to know about your relationship, all right? And maybe you did make a power couple and people looked up to you. And then it's possible that you've had some sort of ego clash or something, and now you get the Six of Swords here. There are two sixes. Again, six is the number of Venus, all right? Love. But in this case, I feel something backfired. Maybe, things were happening too soon in your case. And as your crossing card, you get the Six of Swords. One of you moved away from the connection. Maybe physically you had to move away from this person. Or something happened, maybe some ego clash or something, and one of you just walked away from this connection. Okay, and walked away as an emotional distance as well as physical distance in this connection. So let's look at what happened. Yes, with the Seven of Swords here, I feel it was your person. Your person was possibly wearing a mask, or, I think this connection was with the Six of Wands here. I feel there was a lot of love in your connection, but, I feel, looking at the Three of Cups here and the Six of Wands there, I feel that it is you, those of you who've come to this reading, pile number 3, you may have very strong Leo placements, I feel, in your charts, you know. You're this person who likes to be seen, who people see as vivacious. You know, you're very attractive and you just stand out in the crowd, and you've got that zest for life and you want to move things forward, and you don't like just sitting in this energy and, you know, of yes, let things happen, we'll go with the flow. No, you're there ready to take action. And you've got Aries also here as one of those zodiac signs. So you just want to move forward, just want to get things done. Maybe that overwhelmed your person. All right, maybe things were happening too fast and they thought they weren't ready for it, they were not good enough for it. Whatever it is, they acted sneaky and they have walked away from this relationship because it was getting too much for them. They were not able to handle it. Maybe they didn't have this flamboyance or this, you know, great energy that you exuded. They didn't have it, and they actually possibly felt that maybe they were not right for you. You know, it triggered a lot of things. They weren't very sure whether you were actually a perfect match. You, on the other hand, you had this light-hearted fun. You wanted to go out partying with them. You wanted to meet friends, let the world see you both together. You know, you're that kind of a person, a very lively. Even when I'm talking about you, I'm getting extremely, what do you call, enthusiastic. Okay, that's the energy that you were in. You were all into it and you wanted the world to know, and you would, you know, it's a very, very strong Leo vibe that I get. And your connection, it was a very strong one, because there was a lot of love. This was the basis of your connection, all right, a lot of love. But while you were in it to show the world your love, and you know, you were very confident in who you are, they weren't. And though they had a whole lot of love for you, they had to show immense strength to walk away from you, because they wanted to hold their own, and they felt, possibly they just felt that you overshadowed them in this connection, is what I feel. All right? And this is not to say that you should dim your light to fit in. No. It just means that they need to step up to be equal to you. All right? But this was in the past. Let's move ahead. Now in your subconscious energy, they are manifesting you by possibly manifesting the best life for them. They want to be the emperor. They want to be so good that, you know, there is no doubt that they are meant for you, and they're manifesting that. They have all that it takes, and they recognize they have a whole lot of power, and they can come there, all right? And I can see the emperor here in their energy. So they're actually manifesting you, and they know that this is a special connection. They know this is a very strong connection, and they are willing to, and that's why they've gone away from you, because at that time they didn't think they were good enough for you, all right? And they did not want to be just a tag along in your relationship. They wanted to give in just as much as you put into this relationship, and that's why they withdrew. And maybe they didn't tell you, it felt sneaky towards you that things were going great. Why did this person go? But it took immense strength on their part to walk away from you, because they felt as strongly as you did, all right? But they didn't know how to tell that to you. So they just, in whatever, they may have ghosted you for all you know, and without any explanation, they just disappeared from your life. But they are manifesting you. They're manifesting themselves to come into that energy, so that they can come and actually be the person that you need beside you. You are in this King of Cups energy. You have a lot of love for them, all right? For whoever the world sees you as, they may see you as this person who's got it all, and this person who's, you know, lively and talks to everybody. But, and they see you as an extremely confident person. Usually people look at people like that and they feel they don't have depth of emotion. But that's not true. You have a lot of emotion, and you know that you love this person very, very much. And you know there is that person you know, the person on your mind, they couldn't see the potential in themselves, but you did, and that's what drew you to this person. But they didn't see that, pile number 3. But you know that they loved you, and you could feel that, and you know that they are the ones for you. So you still hold a lot of love for them, and they do too. But they need to be able to love themselves enough and reach a stage before they come back to you, which is fair. They want to be the best versions of themselves before they come to you, because they feel inadequate right now. And both of you desire each other very strongly. So if there was a lot of love, there's also a lot of chemistry between the two of you. You are like, you know, there's this instant connect. There's a lot of passion, a lot of fire between the two of you. Okay? And it's still there. Though you may be in separation, you know, they may have moved physically and emotionally away from you, but it is just as intense. They are coming into this, you know, this is what they want, and this is what they're manifesting, and this is what they're becoming, the Emperor. This is who they are wanting to be, and they want to come to you with this energy. All right, with Aries out there, I'm not surprised. This is the energy that they want to be in. Yes, this could also be a little, they may feel that if they come into this energy, they'll have some more control over this relationship. But they actually, it's not that they want to control you. They just want to be, they just don't want to be swept away by you in such a way that they don't know who they are. When they come here, they know that they are also on solid ground. And you're just waiting for the wheels of fortune to turn. You don't know what to do, because from your side, you've done everything, and you showed them their love, and you told the world how much you love them, and you have so much of love for them, and you don't know what happens. So you're waiting for the wheels to turn in your favor. All right, and your relationship has great potential, and to get the 10 of Cups. All right, that fulfillment which both of you want. Both of you want this for your connection. All right, you want your happily ever after, the children, and perfect home, all the happiness in the world, emotional fulfillment. In the near future, they get this Queen of Wands energy. Again, you get the King and Queen of Wands here, which is a counterpart. They are, while they are manifesting you, they are working on themselves, all right? And they are building their confidence. And now they're attracting you. They're also using their intuition with this black cat here, which is characteristic of the Queen of Wands. They're also using their intuition to move ahead and come to you. And when they do come to you, it's going to be in such a way where you know, when you reach that stage wherein you've got so much of love for them and they're waiting for things to happen, but nothing is moving. And all of a sudden, it may actually come as a tower moment for you when they turn up into your life. All right? They're going to actually turn up one fine day when you least expect them. And with this relationship card, you get the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe they actually pop the question. They just come one day out of the blue and they pop the question, will you marry me? Maybe, you know, you never know. And this is going to actually take you by surprise. Right now, what's happening? Look at that. Look at this. I'm not making it up. There's so much happiness waiting to happen, you know. You are actually a very confident, you know, a person who goes with the flow. You actually, I told you, I think, that you have a lot of Leo placements, and here you get the Sun again. The Sun, the Strength, the Six of Wands. You are that person. You're larger. It's almost as though you're larger than life, which is why they had to come into this Empress energy to be able to come to you. And you're doing this great job. You're just loving life. And even though things haven't worked out for you, nowhere do I see sorrow. You know, you're very happy. You're still being yourself, and you know this person's going to come back. You have this never say die spirit. All right, you're just waiting for the wheels to turn and things coming to you. And when it actually does come, it's almost a tower moment for you, that wow, so soon, really. But there's a lot of happiness waiting to happen. For your external environment, you get the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is this energy of, self-limiting belief. So maybe you have friends around you who have seen the two of you together and seen that this person acting sneaky in the past and they've gone away. And when you have this optimistic energy that they are going to come to you, there'll be people around you who say that, seriously, this is not going to work. You need to get out of this energy. And every time someone who's close to you, whom you trust, tells you that they are no good and they're not going to come back, there would be moments of self-doubt. Similarly, for them, when they're sitting and working and trying to manifest you, maybe they come to roadblocks, because they want to have it all. They want to ground this connection. So maybe there are moments of self-doubt that both of you face, as you trying to bring this together and ground this connection. For your hopes and fears, you feel you've already waited a whole lot, and and this, I feel, is more your energy than theirs, because they are really working on themselves, because they have you in mind and they know that they have left this connection only to come back stronger. They had no doubt in their mind that you are the one for them. And with all this infinity, it was meant to happen. But this energy of the Seven of Pentacles is yours, because you have always done the work. You've always known this is for you. This is for you. But every time someone around you tells you that this is not going to happen and they're not going to come back, and it's best for you to actually forget about them, that's when you come into this energy and you wonder, am I waiting for nothing? This is the energy that you are in. And your final outcome, look at that. Wow. You get the World. This cycle is coming to an end, pile number 3. This person is coming to you as the Emperor. All right? And you were right in being happy and living your best life. And just let the naysayers say whatever. They will see that everything that you have actually said, because you're living your best life, is going to come to you. And this person is actually bringing that tower moment sooner than later. All right? And you're going to put an end to this cycle. And both of you are going to be a power couple together. And next time when you go out, being your wonderful, energetic, happy self, you'll find that they are there with you, not feeling overwhelmed, but walking with you side by side, happily. The World is a successful completion of a cycle, and that's what you're about to do. And that's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups. And with this Emperor energy here, I'm actually surprised I've not seen the Lovers card, because you've got everything that shows so much of love here. This is a beautiful connection. And you are going to come back together. All right? You are doing great. Kudos to you for that, pile number 3. And they are doing wonderful too. Because you are in this energy, that is why they are going to actually move forward so fast. If you had given into brooding and just giving up everything and waiting, this wouldn't have happened so fast. It's because you are in this great energy and this, you are the sunshine. That's what's going to make them come into this energy and come to you soon. So what are the advice cards you have? You have nothing is yet set in stone. And I think you know that already. You know that this is just one setback. This is not set in stone. You're already aware of that, pile number 3. All right. And if you have ever come into doubt because the people around you, know that you are absolutely right. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. And I think you are both connected with your emotions. All right. You have the King of Cups here. So you have that. Just trust in what you believe. Take care of yourself. And things are going to work out beautifully. There is a lot of depth of emotion in this relationship. All right. After all, your overarching energy is the Ace of Cups. And then Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. This is for both of you. When this tower moment happens and it comes out of the blue, maybe a lot of time has already happened since this separations happen. And because people are telling you this for quite some time, during this entire time, that this person's not for you, when they suddenly come with a proposal or come into your life and tell them that they are ready to settle down with you, maybe for once you feel that, is this person playing tricks with me again? Or is this person, do they mean it? And you're being told to take that leap of faith, because they do. They've really done this, gone out, because they didn't want it to be a codependent relationship. They didn't want to get lost in this relationship. They felt the strength of this relationship. They had love for you. And it is because of that. It is actually a form of respect that they've gone to build themselves up so that they could be with you. All right? And so you do take that leap of faith and don't listen. You listen to your intuition, to your inner voice, what you are guided to do. And take that leap of faith, because you've really worked on yourself and you've led the best possible life, triggering them to be them, reach their potential. And so this is the ultimate union. So I wish you all the best, and I hope they already reached that Emperor energy. And they come to you. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated, and I hope things work out for you beautifully. All right. And with that, we come to the end of this pick a card reading. So till we meet next time with something else, be good. Have your best life. Bye-bye.